Great to see everybody here. This is really a beautiful demonstration of what we, I think, cherish in our American society, where we, the people, can make our voices heard, and hopefully where we can determine our own destiny as a community, where we can envision the future that we desire for our lives and for our land, and not have some federal agency descend upon us and impose an agenda, impose a future upon us that is not our vision and not our will for our land and our lives. It really wouldn't matter to me whether that federal agency was the Department of the Army or the Department of Commerce or the Department of Agriculture. I just really believe that we should be the ones that envision the future that we desire for ourselves. This little book here is one of a set of books, actually, that the state of Colorado just published. It's a plan that the state of Colorado has for the development of alternative energy. And this is just a blow-up of the cover map here. But you probably can't see this, but let me describe it to you. I've kind of highlighted southeastern Colorado here. And on this map, there are indicated several what they call GDAs, which stands for Generation Development Areas. As we all are aware, alternative energy is the economic future of not only this part of the country, but America as a whole. And right here is a GDA for solar energy development. Over here is another GDA for wind energy development. These are the two largest areas for both wind and solar energy development in the state of Colorado. There's a conflict associated with this potential future for our region, this potential vision for the economic future of our region, and that is that the Department of Defense says that there's an incompatibility between alternative energy development and military training. Back in June, the House Armed Services Committee held a hearing with the specific topic of discussing this conflict between alternative energy development and military training. And this is a quote by Dr. Dorothy Robin, who's the Undersecretary of Defense. She said, "Wind turbines pose an unacceptable risk to training, testing, and national security in certain regions." The problem here is that we're kind of faced with two alternative futures in terms of where we're headed as a region and what kind of economic development we want to invest in. 5 years from now, the train will have left the station. If alternative energy operations are established, that's really going to put a damper on the potential for military training. On the other hand, if military training is expanded, there's going to be a difficulty for alternative energy projects to establish themselves. Besides being a proud member of the Pinon Canyon Expansion Opposition Coalition, I'm also a member of an organization called Operation Free. It's a veterans organization, and the purpose of this veterans group is to advocate for alternative energy as the way to get ourselves out of energy dependence on fossil fuels, on petroleum, and other parts of the world. It's a national security issue. It's a patriotic issue. That's the most patriotic thing we can do for our country and for our national security, is to be part of this great national effort to develop alternative energy and And it's also, besides being a national security answer, it's potentially one of the greatest opportunities that is ahead of us as a region for economic development in southeastern Colorado. So we have a choice between increased militarism in southeastern Colorado, not only with Pinon Canyon, but with the Latin proposal by the Air Force, or using that same land to address the energy issues, which are really a big part of the wars that are being waged right now. And so I'm just thrilled and happy that we as a community are really, in a way, forced to make this really important decision about who we want to be, and that we have an opportunity to direct our own future and to envision our own destiny together.